the lumber companies decided to replant their sections of land with new trees. But the Forest Service decided to let their land grow back on its own. It became a living laboratory on biological recovery after a natural disaster.
Because it was spring when the mountain had erupted, there was still snow on the ground. Many animals were still in hibernation, and baby trees were hiding under the snow.
As spring turned into summer, the pocket gophers came to life, breaking up the soil and spreading seeds into the blast zone. Elk would eat plants outside the blast zone, come in, and leave their scat on the ground. The seeds in the scat would start growing as plants. In the same way, birds also carried seeds in. But much of the soil was heavy in nitrogen because of the ash. Most plants don't grow well in nitrogen-rich soils, but some plants do. Lupine began growing like crazy across the landscape. Lupine is able to eat up the nitrogen and develop the soil into a more friendly place for larger plants. Eventually, alders and conifers began to grow. Since 1980, a young forest has grown up in the blast zone.
In Spirit Lake, the bacteria went to work, eating up all those toxic chemicals. The algae put oxygen back in the water. Within 5 years, the lake was back to its original pristine condition.
Fish were found in the lake again. Some could have stayed in side streams, but a majority of the comeback was due to fishermen reintroducing trout into the lake. Within a few years after the introduction, it was known that some fish were reaching lengths of 25 inches, much due to the good nutrients provided by the ash and sediments from the eruption. The wildlife has returned too. There are now between 2,000 and 3,000 elk living in the blast zone, almost double of what there was before. Birds and small animals have also come back in great numbers. The spider population has also flourished. With a large open area, they have been able to float in on air currents unhindered. It's estimated that 2 million spiders land on 1 square mile of land in the blast zone every day.